Nigel, morning.
Morning.
Let's get your final analysis of that 2-0 loss at Barrow.
No different than after the game on Saturday evening. Overall performance very good. Just punctuated the game's lost because of individual errors again. Unfortunately, it was somebody else. It was Kellen on Saturday. Second one, not too bothered about. He's just missed the ball. That's a different sort of error to the first one. The first one's a complete lack of judgment in what to do in terms of dealing with the ball.
Are the next 48 hours a real test now of Kieran Gordons' character?
Yeah, we've seen the centre halves make mistakes in the last few games, and I think they've responded well and reacted well to that. And I thought Faz Rawson especially was excellent on Saturday. I thought Ryan Sweeney was unbelievably unlucky to get a second yellow card. If we could appeal it, we would, but you're not allowed to. It was so innocuous. Three of their players straight away surrounded the referee. We'll see. I think it's only 2 allowed, so I wonder if the referee's reported that. So he's very, very unlucky to get that. But even with 10 men then, Stoney hadn't touched the ball the majority of the game. And all of a sudden we make the error, another one goes in quickly and the game's over.
4 good chances at the other end, as you mentioned after the game. How many of those chances, Nigel, do you expect to be converted?
I'd put 1 in. I think 1 out of those sorts of 4 you would expect to score. But we have to really get in there and die for a goal at the moment. You know, the couple that have flashed across the box, one nearly got Reedy and then Jordan and then Mal's put a brilliant ball in. And we're looking for Harry Charsley just to throw everything at it at the far post. And it just eludes him. But Ollie's then had a good header. And then we've gone through one-on-one. Jamie Reed's gone through one-on-one. His touch has just taken him a bit too far, but even then it could just drop to Jordan Barry and it's a tap-in. But we can't manage to get the ball in. And then the second half, just before they scored with 10 men, Kellen Gordons curled one with his left foot and it's deflected 2-3 inches wide. Sometimes they're the defining moments as well. But if they are, it's a 0-0, you know, and you get your point and you go home and you say whatever. Don't make mistakes and lose the game.
Simply put, in the final third, is it now about testing the opposing goalkeeper more?
Definitely, and making more chances and clear-cut chances from the situations we're having. Our build-up play again was good on Saturday. We got in some great areas. We wasted crosses at times. We also put a few good ones in there. But it's about creating more chances from the situations we're in. Because our general play is fine. We're building up from the back at times when we need to. We're going direct when we need to. I think we're mixing it up. Our midfield's playing well. And also we need somebody then to step up and say, right, I'm going to get a goal today. And that could be anybody in the team from a set play. You know, Jordan had a good chance, I think, from a free kick in the second half as well with a header with the goalkeeper saved. One of those, sort of, somebody needs to step up and get us a goal.
In the last batch of fixtures, Nigel, what have you missed with the absence of George Lapsley?
We've missed goals. We're talking about somebody who can get you a goal. He's our leading scorer, and he certainly can do that. And also the ability to run beyond, run beyond our strikers and the opposing back four, and cause them problems that way. We've still got some movement in there. Ollie Clark will do it at times, but we're more sort of players with the ball, and we miss that point of difference.
Aidan Stone, the Stags goalkeeper, went off on Saturday at Barrow. What's the latest with him?
He's in the treatment room with ice on his knee at the moment. Not quite sure, a bit early to tell. Don't think it's as bad as we first feared, but we'll probably know a little bit more later this week when it settles down.
What about Jordan Barry? Did he hobble off on Saturday?
Yeah, the lad caught him. Obviously, we weren't going to bring him off, as we just thought even getting a goal back, but he got a whack on the lad, landed on top of his foot. So there's no point in risking him at that stage, but we're hoping he'll be okay for Cheltenham.
Should be okay for tomorrow.
Yeah,
then,
we're hoping, yeah.
Just back to George Lapsley, has he got a chance of making the squad for tomorrow?
Yes, he has. He hasn't trained as in joined in yet. He's done a lot of last week. He's done a lot of high-speed running, but individual stuff. We're looking for him to join in on Monday morning and then see how he is from there.
And Stephen McLaughlin and Ollie Sarkic?
Yeah, Ollie Sarkic probably be towards the weekend. Stephen McLaughlin's he's got a chance for Tuesday. Once again, we're hoping he'll train on Monday morning. So we'll just see how he is.
What about this one then tomorrow night, Nigel? Mansfield Town versus the league leaders, who have won 4 in a row, 1 defeat in the last 14 league games, best away record in Sky Bet League 2. They've only conceded 11 goals on the road in 16 games this season. the best defence in the league as well. Will Mansfield have to be at their best tomorrow to get anything?
Have you got any more good news in there?
That was a summary of the
That
stats.
was a good summary. Shows what a good team they are, and it shows the task we have ahead of us tomorrow night. So we're certainly going to have to defend better than we have done in order to get a result. But they are one of the most solid teams to get goals from set plays, long throws, as we know from the cup game. And once they do get ahead, then they're very, very difficult to break down. So I think that will be a priority. Don't go behind in the game tomorrow night.
Michael Duff has improved that team, that club, year upon year.
Yep.
They surely must go up this season.
I think they've got a brilliant chance of doing it. No, there's never any guarantees. It's still tight up there, but I think this is a great opportunity. They were so close last year, I think, in the playoffs, and they've got a chance this year. It's funny because you look at teams like them and Forest Green and how they've built with the same manager over a number of seasons, and I think they're probably the two best teams in the league, and maybe Cambridge as well up there. And they're all vying for automatic promotion. I think that says an awful lot about what teams can do in order to achieve success.
Not only are they solid, resilient, well organised, workmanlike on the field, but what about that missile from the sidelines? How can you prepare to defend against that huge throw from Bentosa?
Yeah, it comes in there and it's a potent weapon for them. We dealt with it fantastically apart from one in the cup game, and it's the one that cost us the game. And that's the thing with it. There's so many opportunities for them to sling it in there when you give throw-ins away that you have to deal with every one. And I think the way the run of form we're in, it'll only take one as well, and we end up conceding. But it's very much on the whole team, the back four especially, and then the midfielders to deal with it. And also concentrate on not giving them away. Don't poke it out for throw-ins unnecessarily, because you know it's coming in your box.
Interestingly, a side at the top of the table, any table, has pretty much a runaway goal scorer in the top scoring charts. Cheltenham don't have that. I think their highest goal scorer has got 7, which shows that they get goals from pretty much everywhere across the field. Is that more of what Mansfield need to do?
Yeah, I think that's a good trait for a team. You're not relying on one person. We always like our strikers to get goals, but you definitely need goals from all throughout your team. And I think because they're so strong at set plays, and you're going to have central defenders, full-backs, whatever, coming in there, then they're going to get their fair share of goals.
And finally, and in summary, what's the emphasis on tomorrow night?
No mistakes.
Good luck.
Thank you.